What's up? And welcome back to Dave's Life. That's right. I'm back after I don't know, 10 years. I think I started 10 years ago. I started 11 years ago. I look exactly the same, so I don't age at all. Whatever. But things have changed a little bit around here. I no longer live with my parents. I am married. I have 2 children. And I did work several jobs. Last of which was a professional truck driver. I drove around the country, or a few different states, because at first I was over the road. That meant every state. Never got around every state, but that's what it meant. And then I switched over to regional driving, so the stay in the area where I lived. That's what I did for just about a year. And then I crashed and was fired. So, now I am a stay-at-home dad while my wife works as a legal secretary. Well, she used to be a legal secretary. Now she does the finances. Let's meet the family. Say hi, Liam.
Hi.
What do you got?
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. Let's take a look over here at Finn. Say hi, Finn. He doesn't say much yet. So today we got a few things on the list of what I need to do. Dishes being one of them. But I have to do the dishes basically every single day. Why is that light on? That's wasting electricity! Now that turn off one light. Gotta turn off this. All the lights are in the house. I don't know. There we go. That's perfect. The light in the bathroom's on too. No reason. Just wasting electricity. Alright, now that I've got the dishes all sorted out, I think, what should I do next? There's so many different things I could wipe up. The table, wipe off the stove, wipe off the counters, go to the living room, sort out the papers. And these are things that I think for the most part are in such a sense of disarray that I don't know where to start. And if I did start, I don't know if I'd actually finish it today. I don't know! I'm sure you all heard of the term housewife, right? So, the women who stay home, take care of the kids, take care of the things around the house, do the chores, do everything, while the guy basically goes to work, comes home, eats, takes a shower, goes to sleep, and that's it. That's all the guy does. Well, this is all stereotypes, of course. Things have changed since the 50s. But, that's essentially what I am. I'm a housewife. I'm a house husband. Or, as Mr. Michael Keaton might refer to me, Mr. Mom. I gotta do what I gotta do, dude. Any of you out there that are a fan of pizza, and maybe not even a fan of pizza, but have pizza cutters at home, I really gotta ask you this, because this is the second time that this has happened. We have owned 3 pizza cutters up to this point. We had one that broke. And then we had bought a new one to replace it, and I thought, you know what? One's always going to be in the washer, and we're going to have to end up cutting it with a knife, so why don't we have a backup just in case, so that we always have one that's clean. Great! That worked up for a couple of months until the second one broke. What happens is this thing falls off, and it's this thing. Sorry, it's dirty, but it just falls off. It's like there's a needle in there or a thing that just falls apart, and it can never be put back together. You can try, you can push it, and it might stick for like a pizza or two, but it'll always fall off. So I'm thinking that one's probably going in the garbage, and the one that's clean will be The one we use, and we're going to have to get another one. Again. We have Liam's room. But you see, Liam's room is a day activity all on its own, and I don't know where to start with it. Let's take a quick gander around Liam's room. Here's the problem with Liam's room. Liam doesn't sleep in it. He stores everything in it, and we've had this mentality because we're kind of new parents that a kid's room is a kid's room. It's his responsibility to make it look nice. But he is 3 years old, and he does not know how to make it look nice. So probably this weekend or something like that, we're going to take the entire day or 2 days, whatever it's going to take, just to make it look nice in here. Because eventually, this will be the boys' room. There will not be a crib there. There will be a bunk bed and everything. As far as you're probably wondering, where's Liam sleeping? He's sleeping with us in our room because he finds that his room is scary. No, not because it's cluttered. He was scared before it was cluttered and it was all perfectly clean. He's scared of the dark. Either that, or he lies and says that he is, because I've seen him plenty of times just playing in here in the dark. I think he's lonely and he just wants to cuddle at night and be paid attention to when he falls asleep and get paid attention to when he wakes up. That's my working theory. Right now, though, he's been in there for so long that it's hard to get him out of the habit of sleeping in the parents' bed. Another thing that we're working on with Liam, we're trying to get him potty trained. He's getting to that age where he probably should have been potty trained already. But again, not knowing what we're doing is probably our fault that he's not perfectly potty trained at this point. Hey Liam, you gotta go poop in the potty?
No, I can't change.
You want to get changed? But if you get changed, you want to go potty in the potty. No. See, that's the problem. He never wants to go. He's gotten a little bit over the fear of going to the bathroom. Like, we'd take him to the bathroom, the physical location of the bathroom, and he would cry and cry and cry because he's, like, afraid of everything. He always says, I can't. But you bribe him, you see. You bribe him with potty treats, whether that be candy or pop or something that he really wants and can't have otherwise. And not only that, he's starting to get clever so that when he actually goes in the bathroom, it's like he plans it out so he only goes a little bit and still gets the full treat. So we've come to the decision that if he goes a little bit just to get the full treat and then starts going to the bathroom in his pants, the treat is taken away from the baby. Not Finn, but Liam. If he pulls that, we're onto him. We got eyes in the back of our heads, and we know what he's trying to pull. So if he goes to the bathroom in his pants and hasn't learned that that's where he needs to go, to the bathroom, then he's getting the treat taken away from him temporarily as long as he actually goes to the bathroom like he should. Okay. Alright, so I am not really used to being a stay-at-home dad. I used to be before I got work again. The bills aren't as easy to pay as they used to be when we lived in an apartment. I worked it out, I calculated it, and the only way that I would be able to provide for the family financially is if I found a full-time job at minimum of 40 hours a week and at minimum of $12 an hour. No missed days of work, no, nothing like that. And that is after taxes is taken out, so it has to be $12 an hour. And I've never had a job that paid that much for that many hours or anything like that. The closest thing was truck driving. Truck driving wasn't by the hour, but it was more than an overall sense of $12 an hour for 40 hours a week. I've had $12 an hour jobs, or even more, but they were temporary as well. So those jobs didn't stay because they were temporary. Any full-time jobs that I've held had never, ever paid that much. And the closest thing that came to mind was my old job at Verizon. Now, Verizon paid up to $11 an hour. They didn't say how many hours. They said up to $11 an hour, and, with endless bonus potential, you'll be making well over that projected, okay, fine. Commission makes sense. But you don't want to depend on commission just to make it through. You don't want to do that. That's insane. Because if you don't make commission, you're screwed. Period. I used to work there. I know how the bonuses work, and I know that people never get paid them. So no, I didn't take that job. But we're doing okay right now. We are surviving.
I want more TVs.
He wants something more on TV, like Captain Underpants?
Yeah.
You want the cartoon?
No.
What?
Up here.
Yeah, it's Captain Underpants. There's a cartoon. There's a TV show that Netflix has made, like that right there. Is that what you want? Okay. Tonight we're gonna be having some chicken. If you have watched my older video journal videos on YouTube way back when, the official thing that I always ate on there was chili. And truth be told, I haven't had chili in a long time. What we have like 4 times out of the week, 3 to 4 times out of the week, we have chicken. Just plain old chicken breast that we put on some garlic, salt, and pepper, and that's basically it. We'll have some veggies sometimes, but sometimes we'll just eat that chicken plain. I'll put on some hot sauce. I might put on some ranch. I might do whatever. The kid will have it with barbecue sauce, and Finn doesn't have anything but formula right now. But yeah, that is the new food of Dave's life, and also the new drink of Dave's life is... there isn't one. However, I am trying to start drinking more water. The old drink of Dave's life was Dr. Pepper. I'm changing that. I am still drinking pop because it's hard to quit. I did quit for a while. For a few months, I was completely pop-free, was drinking... not sugar. I was drinking water for the longest time. What changed is driving truck. You go to a lot of gas stations, and sometimes the cheapest things are coffee and pop and things like that. So I drank a lot of pop, so I'm back on it, and now I have to get off of it again. So right now I'm drinking Mountain Dew, sometimes cherry, vanilla, something or other, Pepsi. But I'm trying to go back to water, and the way I'm doing that is through LaCroix. If you've ever drank sparkling water, I actually prefer it as far as something that you get off pop because of the carbonation. The first time you drink it, it's going to be weird. It's going to taste bitter and gross, and it'll confuse you as to why this is even a thing. But after drinking a few of those, you're like, hey, this is not half bad. I actually really like it. So that's what I'm drinking. LaCroix. My go-to LaCroix is either lime or key lime. Those are the ones that I go to, but I try new ones all the time. But I try to have 1 or 2 cans of those every day. That's it, though. Peace out. See you next time.